Hey guys, it's Dave coming to you from the paddock here in Southern Maryland. It's about 1:30 Sunday afternoon. I actually thought I'd do a tobacco-related subject. How about that, huh? So I've been, I told you about this a little while ago, Cornell and Deal's Big and Burley. So I've been smoking this for a week now, and I really do like it. So the short version, if you want, is 2 thumbs up. My mouth really likes it. Um, I truly enjoy it. And I just want to make sure I wasn't reviewing unobtainium because when I went to buy this from Boswell's, they had 4 tins left, and that was it. And they didn't think they were going to get any more. But I went to smokingpipes.com when you guys told me that you thought it was available there at bulk, and it is. So, and it's pretty reasonably priced. I just bought a pound of it because I'm going to put a couple jars of it up here in the cellar. But Smoking Pipes had it's all bulk. There's no tins, but the 1 pound was $45, which I thought was pretty good. So I just appreciate that I'm not reviewing unobtainium. I kind of hate when I do that to you guys. So I'm going to show you my Burley shelf here real quick, and then we'll come back and talk about this. So my Burley shelf, pretty much right here, you can see I've got 8 state Burley, 10 tinned, so that's kind of nice to have. And then I've got Ken Byron's Burley Morning Pipe, and I've got a couple jars of it laid back. And Ken Byron's Burlier Morning Pipe. I've got a few jars of that laid back. And then I have Dark Fried Cherry, which is obviously not Burley, and then Boswell's Premium Burley. I've got several jars of that laid back. And then the latest addition is I've got the 3 tins of Big and Burley, and I'll have 2 of these mason jars here pretty soon. That's that's my Burley rack here. So I'm going to read to you what the tin says about Big and Burley. It says primarily sweet, rough cut Burley, seasoned with small amounts of Latakia, Turkish, and a dash of Preek for added flavor. This big blend from Cornell and Deal is a light English for Burley lovers. And I got to tell you, it's weird that they call it a light and sweet because of all the Burleys I just showed you, this is the roughest. I really do enjoy it, but I'm not sure I would call this sweet. And when I compare it to Burley Morning Pipe, Burlier Morning Pipe, and Boswell's Premium, those 3 are, in my opinion, much lighter and sweeter than this one. So I just wanted to point that out. I consider this a little bit rough. It's good. If you're a Burley guy, this is a great blend. But if you like it a little bit lighter, a little bit sweeter, the other 3 blends to me are better. But if you like Burley and I like it a little bit rough, this is very tasty. So we'll talk tin note for a minute. Now this tin's been open for a week, but it's still pretty aromatic. And when I smell it, I get straight up tobacco and leather, and that's it. Now I've warned you many times, my smeller is not great. I don't detect 4, 5, 6 levels of scent. I just don't. I don't know if it's just something genetic in me or physical issue, but when I smell it, I get really nice tobacco and really nice leather. It's a great scent. I like the tin note. I just don't get anything too much deeper than those 2. There's what it looks like in the tin. It's basically, they call it rough cut. I would call it ribbon cut. They do a nice job. Anyway, I've got some laid out for you in my leather tray. So I'm going to turn you around and show it to you real quick. All right, so again, here's what it looks like in the tin. But when you lay it out on the tray, you can see it's probably 90 or 95% Burley. It doesn't have a whole lot else mixed in it. I mean, I know the tin says, seasoned small amounts of Latakia, Turkish, and a dash of Preek. But when I look at it, you can see this, whatever these other components are. I don't know what percentage they are, but they're pretty small. And you can see I've loaded up a bowl. Really light. I just sprinkle it in using that gravity method that Smarty Bob talks about. I don't poke it. I find this burns really well. It tastes really good when it's lightly packed and there's lots of air. All right, it's in my Maryland meerschaum. Let's light it up. Now I find that it lights really well. It's not, I wouldn't call it wet. It's not really even moist. It'll be interesting to see how the pound bulk comes, but in the tin, it is ready to roll right from the tin right into your pipe. It lights easily, stays lit. I enjoy it quite a bit. It's got a nice smoke to it, and you know that's, if you watch my other thought videos, that's what I like. I like I like a blend that has a nice little bit of smoke to it. So the taste is pretty much, for me, kind of follows the smell. I get a nice tobacco flavor. I don't taste the latakia. I don't taste the perique. And again, that might be my shortcomings on my palate. I have a pretty uneducated palate. I've been smoking a pipe now for 2.5 years, and my palate just hasn't developed a lot. I can taste 2 or 3 things, and that's about it. If you're looking for a nice, basic Burley taste, this is a great blend. I don't know if I'm using the word improperly, but it's a little bit harsher compared to the Burley morning pipe, Burley morning pipe, and Boswell's premium Burley. But that doesn't mean it's worse. It's just a little bit rougher. If you like a more refined, sweeter Burley, I'd go with the other three. But if you like just a straight up tobacco Burley taste, it's really good. I've smoked this every day now for a week. Today's day 7 on it, and I have a high repetition ability, both in my food, my drinks, my tobaccos. I've not grown bored with this across 7 days. And I'll probably stick with it till I finish this tin up. I don't like kind of half-smoked tins laying around. You can tell it burns great. I did the tamp and the relight after the char light. If I don't talk too much and keep smoking it, it stays lit very nicely and continues to produce great smoke. So again, if you're looking for a kind of a direct, straight up tobacco flavor on the Burley side, this is the way to go. It's readily available. It's relatively inexpensive. When you buy it in bulk, it's easy to store it in the mason jars for years. You don't have to be worried about the integrity of the tin, although I don't have any issues with tins, by the way. But if you're suspect of tins, then you can buy it in bulk and put it in your mason jars. So this thing was tinned on 10/31/2022. So it's 2.5 years old. So I don't know how much the aging process occurs in these tins, but I just bought these tins a couple weeks ago, and I don't know if they've been sitting at Boswell's for 2 or 3 years. It's I guess that would surprise me, but I have to say I enjoy it. I don't know where it'll fit on my top 10. I don't know if it'll go on my top 10 list. I have to go evaluate that. It's the first blend in quite a while. I think I did my top 10 list last summer. It's the first blend I smoked where I said, wait a minute, this is new to me. I need to look at my top 10 list and see if this belongs on it. Alright guys, that's really it. But definitely on the video, it's 2 thumbs up. It's very pleasing. And I recommend it as an addition to the Burley side of your cellar if you're so inclined. Alright guys, that's it. I just wanted to do it. 2 thumbs up for C&D's Big and Burley. It surprised me, by the way, but I enjoy it. That's it. Talk to you later, guys. Bye now.